Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will get the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Trevino. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He's right on target. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's King. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the...
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass. Just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lighted up.
From the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It moves to second down.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it second and 10. The inside handoff. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Steamrolls his way ahead. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jamison. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. They're going to run it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Winding up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets open down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Going over the top. And he hauls it in at the 30. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
The offense in hurry-up mode.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic players.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Got his man on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's King. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
That didn't bust for a longer, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying.
Touchdown, Georgia State. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They've barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They're trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Marshall will be forced to punt. Slips through the line, and they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Just ran over it.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Flip it. 29 Phillips.
The give to the back. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.